Have you ever heard the phrase, men are from Mars and women are from Venus? Well, that's indeed the title of a best-selling book by John Gray, which basically shows that men and women sort of live on different planets. Men tend to be more logical, whereas women tend to be more idealistic. Men tend to like building things, and that's why the STEM students are mostly men. And women tend to like working with people, and that's why nursing and social work students are mostly women. And contrary to the postmodern way of thinking, there's nothing wrong with that tendency. If you're a MGTOW, chances are you think so, and that won't make you a bad person. Contrary to social engineers who want to turn men and women against each other and spiritually castrate men. We live in times of insanity when men and women are encouraged to act as if they belonged to the opposite gender because, by doing that, they can beat social norms and the patriarchy. The deplorable results are evident. Women are getting more and more combative and insufferable, and men are getting weaker. Today, I'm sharing with you why modern women hate modern men, especially those going their own way and not submitting to their new form of tyranny. Stay tuned because you will learn a lot and feel better after listening to this. But before we go deeper, let me share the comment of the day. Shout out to NFE. He said, "They say happy wife, happy life. I say happy life, single life." NFE, you're absolutely right. Given the current state of the world, and especially the dating marketplace, it's better to stay single. Thankfully, many men are waking up to the reality and going their own way. Unsurprisingly, they're happier this way. Please, NFE, don't forget to reach out to us by email to claim your $5. As usual, guys, I'll pick one comment from each video. It may be the funniest, the most lighthearted, or one that touched me personally, so don't forget to leave a comment and you may be our next winner. Now, back to the video. Unless you live away from civilization or in a bubble, you're probably familiar with the anti-masculinity agenda most politicians, the media, and the entertainment industry try to carry out. Despite that, at the end of the day, most women, unless they have gynocentrism as their religion or they're into other women, end up loving masculine men, read strong leaders and not followers, and despising weak men, read incapable leaders and willing followers who will make hundreds of concessions to anyone just to get their approval. In these times of madness, ideology and propaganda are considered more important than logic and facts, even though we're supposedly living in the golden age of science and innovation. Besides this reality, society gives women a pass for being jealous, judgmental, rude, and demanding, whereas men are encouraged to accept a chick no matter how ugly she is inside or outside. As a man, you should not kneel down before any chick, no matter how hot or influential she is. Movies and even parents have tricked men into thinking that women are sort of flawless, angelic beings that deserve admiration. But under the skin, many of these beautiful women have rotten, bitter, unhappy souls, and instead of healing, they keep blaming external agents as if they were kids. Well, deep down they know they are the only ones to blame because they haven't improved themselves and just focused on jobs they didn't really like. Of course, I'm not meaning girls who went through difficulties and are strongly working on bettering themselves to spread their wings, because there are indeed some individuals who want to break free from addictions, fears, and limiting beliefs. I'm meaning women who got everything served on a silver platter, enjoy quotas, and a judicial system that favors them, and still declare they are oppressed. Ignore these women right away, I am begging you. If you ever are on a date and notice she's got this attitude, in other words, this obvious red flag, say goodbye politely, like a gentleman, and don't accept her into your life. She will surely bring more problems than solutions. In fact, this is one of the reasons why men are exiting the dating scene. They do so because they have already too much to deal with in the workplace to tolerate menial arguments at home and an unsupportive, entitled partner. As a natural and understandable consequence, men are going their own way and living happier than ever, free from lawsuits and unnecessary problems unstable women bring to the table. If the only positive thing she brings to the table is her beauty and intimacy, she's not a good catch, and certainly not the best candidate to be the mother of your kids. Escape right away and embrace MGTOW to live your best life. I recently came across a Washington Post article titled, "Why Can't We Hate Men?" Link in the description, where a woman by the name of Susanna, director of the Department of Gender Studies at Northeastern University, explained why it is okay to hate men as a whole. She's not even meaning abusive husbands, betas, cowards, or molesters, who I obviously despise, but the male gender in its entirety. Her reason for hating men is that figures like some Hollywood influential people, in particular predators, have done much harm to innocent women. Before anyone comes up with a straw man fallacy, let me tell you that these men are disgusting and should all be in jail. Showing you the dark side of the entertainment industry is not the point of this video. So let me go back to the article. Let me quote some of Susanna's words. "Pretty much everywhere in the world, this is true. Women are underrepresented in higher wage jobs, local and federal government, business, educational leadership, etc. Wage inequality continues to permeate every economy in almost every industry. Women continue to provide far higher rates of unpaid labor in the home, e.g. child care, elder care, care for disabled individuals, housework, and food provision. Women have less access to education, particularly at the higher levels. Women have lower rates of property ownership." Just what she says about college education shows she's simply out of her mind and living in a world that does not exist anymore. In fact, women have great access to higher education, and indeed in the college system, women outnumber men. Period. If women tend to choose degrees or jobs that aren't that risky or that profitable, that's another story, and as a result, you can't say they're inequality and leave it at that. It's crazy how these childish narratives plague the minds of the public while they ignore bigger problems such as hunger, wars, or suicide. Men kill themselves more than women, for example, but no one ever talks about that because it won't make as much money. What she says in the last paragraph is even more outrageous and cringe because she's just parroting the Matrix programming and not saying anything she's concluded after carefully researching data and facts. So men, if you really are with us and would like us to not hate you for all the millennia of woe you've produced and benefited from, start with this. Lean out so we can actually just stand up without being beaten down. Pledge to vote for feminist women only. Don't run for office. Don't be in charge of anything. Stay away from the power. We got this, and please know that your crocodile tears won't be wiped away by us anymore. We have every right to hate you. You have done us wrong. Hashtag because patriarchy. It is long past time to play hard for team feminism and win. Jesus. She's indeed talking bullshit and blaming all men, including those who live their lives without hurting anyone, work on their craft, and just try to prosper. If you get a society where everyone gets into positions of power and responsibility without any qualifications, society is doomed to fail. The same applies to race because if someone is competent enough, I don't care about his genetic or ethnic background, I hire them right away because they will add value to my project. This sounds simple and freaking obvious, but modern women like Susanna don't seem to get it even though they've got higher studies. These same women are the ones who mock men who do unconventional jobs or work in agriculture while they enjoy their Starbucks latte and hate capitalism. You know what? Ignore these women and don't allow them into your life. Turn off the news, and if you ever come across propaganda like this, don't engage in debates because they won't reason at all. They'll defend their positions and come up with narratives that have nothing to do with the real world. Contrary to popular belief, MGTOW doesn't hate but ignores women, especially those who believe in this BS and want to force men to do things and call them by names. As a man, I strongly encourage you to embrace MGTOW. Even monk mode and build a life for yourself while these modern women are deeply depressed and other men want to give away their power. I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Have you ever met a woman who hated men? If so, what were their reasons? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you will get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video useful, hit the like and subscribe buttons, comment, and share it. See you in the next video. Till next time.